So Wes, tell us a little bit about Z's Eatery.
So we have now been open since March 2nd of 2020. It's a wonderful time to open a restaurant. But we have made it through the pandemic, and we've done that through creative thinking. How do we bring a good product to Indianola that everybody wants to enjoy, and then also navigating through rising costs, higher beef prices, rising labor, stuff like that. And we've done that through just being very creative with our menu items. So we cook everything. Everything that you eat at Z's is made from scratch. It's made to order. It's made by hand. There are no other processes that go into anything that we make here. We love fresh. We love just to bring you a great product at all the time. So our big thing that we like, is I'll never ever sacrifice quality.
Oh, and so what are some of your favorite menu items?
So I have some kind of silly ones. I have a sandwich I've literally been cooking since I started cooking, and it's called a chicken parmesan melt. And I made this sandwich when I was 18 years old working at a Happy Chef in Cedar Falls, Iowa. And it's just a grilled chicken breast on Parmesan crusted bread with bacon and tomato and Swiss and cheddar cheese. And it is absolutely delicious. We have another one on there is a dunk burger. I mean, that was something we were a restaurant that was open 24 hours a day, so it was something you ate at 2 o'clock in the morning. And it's just a burger on Texas toast with American and Swiss that you dip in au jus and just call it a dunk burger. It's really good.
Yeah, I've had that. It's delicious.
My favorite item on the whole menu, and it sounds weird. I mean, I'm a chef and I can make 1,000 things, but is our breaded pork tenderloin. It is wonderful. I have eaten, well, you can't see many tenderloins in my day. It's my favorite sandwich to eat. I've eaten them 1,000 places. I think ours is one of the best that you can find. 2021, we're a top 5 finalist for the Iowa Breaded Tenderloin, and we were hoping to get it this year. We just didn't make that cut.
Tell us about your efforts to use locally sourced products.
So I have some great customers that come in here, and coming out and talking to them. One of the things I do as an owner and manager is that I come out and I like to visit with all the customers, and I like to talk to all the tables and see how everything was. And then, well, you get to know some of these folks, and it turns out some of them happen to raise cattle. And for years, I have been wanting to do farm to table, and I haven't been able to do that in my past jobs because of restrictions and whether corporate this or corporate that, or somebody else's restaurant and they want to do it their way, but now I get to do that. And I've met some great people, the Bruce Brockway from Brockway Farms and his wife. I've gotten a couple from there. I bought a cow at the Warren County Fair that was actually Kurt Moffitt's, and that was fantastic. And then I've just gotten another cow from Kurt Moffitt as well, and I've got another one hanging right now. So everything we buy is raised here locally, and we also, it sends to the Milo locker, and they cut the things how I want them to, and then it just comes right here, and then we just do lots of different fun things with each cut. Because we cut all of our own steaks here, so we just get this big raw, huge primal cut, and then we'll cut our own steaks, or we'll get a big top sirloin and we'll break it down and trim it and cut it all ourselves. We'll get brisket, and we'll do corned beef, we'll do pastrami, we'll do smoked brisket. We just do all sorts of fun stuff, and it gives me a chance to really experiment with things that I haven't really worked with before. Most recently, I got a pig from Adam Hill, who's here in town, just south of town, I believe. And we did a couple things where I smoked a ham, and then we did and with that smoked ham, we made these big Cuban sandwiches, and we did some really good pulled pork with his pork shoulders, and some of the picnic hams that came out just turned out to be just fantastic stuff. Still on the hunt to look for some fresh produce. Haven't run into that much yet, but that's on my list of things that I'm looking for is some fresh produce. But I love supporting the families and everything that are supporting me as well. Plus, the product is so much better, especially when you know where it comes from. These people are putting everything they have into their cattle, and I mean this stuff is coming out. I mean, ribeye is so tender you cut it with a fork. I mean, it's crazy.
Well, thank you, Wes.
Thank you. I thank them because they're making such a great product, and I get to play with it, and then I get to play with it. So I love every minute of it.